Good morning, folks. It's Harrison with Mainely Acres Farms, and today I have an exciting product review video to share with you guys. Now, the reason I'm so excited about this video is because I get to talk about the industrial hemp plant. Alrighty, folks, so the products that I have to share with you guys were brought to you by my good old friends at bulkhempwarehouse.com. And what I'm real excited about is the different products that we get within this one plant. And I'll share with you guys a little bit of the different uses for each one of these products. So the first product I want to share with you guys is the industrial hemp seeds. Now we have a place where we can order our viable hemp seeds for growing hemp this year on our properties. Now this seed here is more geared towards the grain production of the hemp plant. There are three different types of industrial hemp plant on the market currently, and we have one for the high CBD oil production, one for the fiber production, and one for the grains, and that's what this is here. Now I did contact the company and they said that they were going to look into getting some seeds for the fiber production because they see that that's going to be taken off here. Now what you can utilize these seeds for is you can press these seeds and get an oil out of it. So what we have here is a hemp seed oil, and this is great for people that are using it for hand creams, lotions, beard oils, everything that you can think of. And then also people are taking this oil, refining it further, and making a biofuel from it. So I'm really excited about the biofuel end of it because now that hemp is legal now through the federal government, we'll see a lot more grains being produced and a lot more people getting into refining into different oils. Another good use for this is for human consumption. So if you're on a vegetarian or a vegan diet, or you just want to add more protein to your diet, this is a good staple to add with like your oatmeals or things like that to give you a little bit of a kick to it. I've also seen people put these on salads as well. Another thing is we can use this for our critters. So if you're growing this on your homestead and the seeds are kind of a byproduct like they're going to be for me because I'm into the fiber production, we can use these seeds for feeding our chickens and extending the grains that we currently use. The next two products I want to talk about are the hemp roots and the hemp flower. Now the reason why I bulk these two together, because if you guys are interested in extracting the goodness from these plants and utilizing them in other products, these are going to be of interest to you guys. So first we have the hemp flower. Now I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys know that a lot of people are extracting the CBD oils from the hemp flower. Also, people are extracting the terpenes from it as well. So if you guys are interested in the whole extraction process using all sorts of extracting methods, you're going to be interested in the flowers and the roots. Now the roots contain a natural anti-inflammatory property, and also they are great with pain management. So if you guys were to make some kind of a muscle rub or a back cream or something in that nature, these would be of interest to you guys because they really help out extend the anti-inflammatory properties of some of the other oils or chemicals that you might be using. Alrighty, so the next product here is the hemp stalks. So if you guys are interested in going through the full processing of the hemp stalks to turn these into fiber, then this is going to be your product right here. Now they do sell this stuff by the kilo, so you can order just a little bit to try it out in the beginning to see if this is something you're going to be interested in. If you guys haven't checked out my hemp processing videos in the past, I'll leave a link right above my head there. You guys can click that and get started in processing your hemp fibers from these stalks. Another great use for the stalks is for different types of craft projects, or you could even use it for bedding material as well. Now, a lot of people, like I said, would further refine this into the fiber, but that's just some of the other purposes that you can utilize this for. So that's going to bring us over to the fiber producing stuff. This is the hemp bark. So this is where all of the hemp fibers are in the industrial hemp plant. These were extracted via steam process, I believe, so these will still need to be retted and gone through the hackling, combing, scutching, all of those processes. But you really skip out on the main labor-intensive process, which is the breaking process of the stalks. So you guys buy this and it will give you a head start on the fiber production. Now, another good use for this, if you didn't want to refine it down any further, is for basket weaving and for braiding to make necklaces, bracelets, and things of that nature. Alrighty, so now that we have our fiber here, we're going to be left over with some byproduct here, but still marketable byproduct. So the first product here is the hemp stalks that have not been ground up, like these hemp herds right here. Now these are both technically considered hemp herds. It's just this one's gone through a mechanical processing that separates the herds from the outer fiber, and these here, they were peeled off, kind of like what I showed you guys in my video. Now the great thing about these larger pieces where you peel off the bark, these can be utilized for biochar. So if you guys are interested in taking the hardcore inner stalks here and pyrolyzing them, then you'll have a whole new market for this product here. Biochar is being used currently in water purification, air purification, and cosmetics. So if you guys are interested in that, save your stalks so that way you can make some biochar. Alrighty, so that's going to take us over here to our hemp herds. Now the hemp herds are really popular right now with the construction companies because people are using the hemp herds to make hempcrete. Now I'm going to do a video on that shortly, probably right after this video, to talk about the amazing uses of the hempcrete. There's also a lot of misconceptions out there, so I'm going to talk about those in my videos as well. Another purpose for this product is for bedding for your animals. Just like the hemp stalks, you can use this for bedding your chickens, your horses, cattle, and things of that nature. The great thing about using this product versus using wood chips or shavings is this has an antimicrobial property that your wood shavings don't have. Now you can order this by the kilo as well, and they also have bulk deals where you can order this by the pallet or by the big old 40-foot shipping containers if you're into it. Alrighty, so we talked about our fiber in the bark. Let's go further down the line of refining this into usable fiber. So what we have here is some raw material. Now this stuff right here has not gone through any type of degumming process. A lot of commercial places don't want to go through the natural retting process that I speak about in my videos. So they're going to be left over with a fiber that still needs to have gone through the degumming process. So that's what we have here. What's great about this fiber is great for any type of strength applications. So if you guys wanted to make a tow rope or twine, this stuff is going to be very strong and very rigid. The only drawback to this fiber is not a lot of textile companies are going to be interested in this. It's still really rough, still really unrefined, and the only things that they're going to really be making from this would be like burlap sacks or bags and things of that nature. Other than the textile use for this, you could use this for felting projects, and that's definitely going to be a video I'm going to do shortly, because here recently I've been working on some felted hats. Now this one here is from some merino wool, but I'm definitely going to order some of this stuff to make a project like this, so you guys want to stay tuned for that. So after this process comes this fiber, which is the fiber that has been degummed. So you guys can see there's a huge color difference here, and you'll just have to take my word that this one's a lot rougher and scratchier than this stuff here. This stuff really reminds me of cotton. It's really fine and fluffy. So this stuff here is for your finer textiles. I would rather use this stuff for making bedding material, stuffing for pillows, and things of that nature. So let's talk about the last refining process of this beautiful fiber, which is right here. Now this fiber here, I like to call this fiber hemp gold, because this is really what I'm after in the fiber production. Now if you want to look this up on their website, this is referred to as sliver. I know, right? Weird word. It's kind of like liver with an S in front of it. But this is your real fine of the fine fibers here. This is the last process that your fibers will be in. Basically, you can't get any further than this. What's great for this is for your fine linens, for your undergarments and things of that nature. The textile companies are really going to be after this fiber here. I've heard of people using this for paper production as well, but I believe that's kind of a waste when you've gotten it to this point here. Alrighty, so let's make this video a wrap. That's all I have for you guys. If you want to check out any of these products that I shared with you, please visit my friends over at bulkhempwarehouse.com. Links down in the description. And as always, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Spend time with that family.